Hello and welcome back to Seal Talk. I started the video, but then I think a reflection kind of ruined it. But anyway, yeah, it's a beautiful day. Thanks for joining. I have all my materials now because I was in the middle of doing it like putting everything together and talking when I had to cut the video short and restart. I apologize for that. It feels disingenuous, but let me reiterate what was said before I cancel the video. So, this is the second episode of Seal Talk. So, get your coffee as I have. I already cleaned off the waxed spoon, I guess that's what you call it. And I have chosen our colors, which would be gold and black. For what, you might ask? For my new seal. Because, like, look, it is very pretty. It is a bee, and it's very pretty. I marked it, you know, always mark where the bottom of it is. So you have a way to do it. Like a way to make sure you know where to turn it. So it doesn't like come out upside down or whatever, you know. Okay, so what was I talking about initially? I was talking about the last episode, or not last episode, the last season of Stranger Things. I'm late to the party, I know. Most everyone and their mothers have talked about it, essentially. But now it is my turn. I'm a little late, yes. And this is like just the second episode of Seal Talk. I don't do a lot of these, but I did say in the previous one that I probably wasn't going to. Or at least they'd be a lot less frequent than, say, the Bible readings. But anyways, let's get into what I was talking about earlier. So, this season, right. There was a lot of things I liked and a lot of things I didn't like. So I guess I can talk about the things I did not like because it is, yeah, you know, bad first kind of thing. Let me put my silver pen away because we will be using the gold color for a gold ambiance, a gold vibe for the letter. I wonder if this sticker could work. No, it's too pale. Anyways, it's a little small for the seal, by the way. It's smaller than my other ones, but that's perfectly fine. It is very cute, and I am excited to use it. Anyways, so for this fifth season of Stranger Things, this is like the third time I've said it. I keep getting off track. So, I think there was a lot of, let me not say a lot of, I don't like how many episodes had like, it felt like filler moments. There was a lot of moments in the show where they would just stop in the middle of a weird time. It'd be a weird time to stop and like have an emotional moment, but it seemed like there were a lot of times where it would do that. Right? And so like that moment when Will and what's her name, Robin, they were in the tunnels and they were on like I should probably tell you there's gonna be spoilers. I said it in the last attempt at this video. I forgot to say here, yes, there will be spoilers. If you haven't seen the 5th season, go watch the 5th season. Or don't watch it. I can't control your life. Anyways, let me light this candle while I talk. Excuse me, Mr. Lighter. So, I didn't like that he was in the middle. Like, they were in the middle of a rescue mission, like I said, in the tunnels. And it's like a really important moment in the show, or it's supposed to be. But Will, I guess, is having issues with his, like, gayness. And then Robin, she picks up on it because, you know, gay. And she freaking talks to him or whatever to help him feel better. And that's all fine and dandy, you know. Like, you can help a friend or whatever, but that was not the best time to do that. Because, like, they stopped walking, like, completely. They stopped walking completely to talk about it. It's like, y'all need to go. Like, you guys do not have time for this. It's urgent. Like, it's supposed to feel urgent. And they want to talk about their feelings. Like, I'm sorry. It's just not the time. And there were a lot of moments like that, too. I didn't like... Now, granted, I am glad they broke up. But I didn't like how... it was really done for Jonathan and Nancy. Obviously, they seemed like a good couple at first when it first started, but obviously after Jonathan became a stoner and basically became no help to the plot whatsoever, things kind of fell apart between the two. And then he lied to her, and she started kind of eyeing Steve a little bit, or it seemed like that. They were like in the midst of maybe drowning in a melting building. And they decided, you know what, let's just break up right now. Because, of course, it gave off like musical vibes where the protagonist starts singing. Like, that's just how it felt. And I don't know how I feel about that. So, yeah. Let me see how I arranged this. Do you think I arranged this okay? Because I kind of wanted like a mix between the gold and yellow. Or the, not golden yellow, gold and black for the hive. But I don't know if I should put the black behind. Honestly, I think on either side, because that way it can like bleed into the borders of it. Maybe. We'll see. I'm sure it'll turn out beautifully. But anyways, Nancy, her sister was kidnapped, right? And that sucks for her. She was really focused on rescuing her sister. And they were in this melting building trying to search for a shield generator, essentially. And then they got stuck in this melting room and everything started... Well, before that, Jonathan decided to start talking about them as a couple. And I feel like that was like a horrible time to bring it up. And even Nancy said, my sister's missing right now and we're looking for a shield generator in an alternate dimension. What are you doing right now? And that was my exact question as well. Like, you guys don't have time to hash out your relationship problems when there's a literal demon running around and your sister's missing. Like, obviously she's gonna seem off, because he was like, no, you've seen off. And gee, Jonathan, I wonder why. But and besides that, he really had no function in the show other than to, like, in the season, I mean. He had no function really in the season except to, I don't want to say antagonize Nancy, but that's what it felt like, because he felt useless otherwise. Except to get on me, hers, and pretty much everyone else who watched its nerves, I think. I can't speak for everyone, actually. I'm sure some people thought it was a sweet scene when they, like, decided to mutually break up, which is fine, you know. Good for them, more power to them, but that was not a good time. So, like, moments like that. Okay, so my video cut out. Phone said it was low storage. Fixed it, hopefully. Anyways, as I was saying, so yeah, that whole Nancy and Jonathan Byers thing irritated me. Let's see. I had a few more woes about it. I think I'm gonna heat them up like this. Let me organize them just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. There. That should be fine. I'm gonna try and use this candle before I go to the other one. Oh, right. And I guess, obviously, everyone's already talked about it, so it's my turn. You already know what it is. It's the whole coming out scene for freaking Will. I already knew, like, I had a feeling he was gay from, like, season 1. I mean, I saw a pretty funny clip on, I forgot where, but I got showed just a video where they were like, look at your hair, dude, and I was like, you know, I genuinely, I've never liked bowl cuts anyway, though, but he just, yeah, you could just kind of tell he was. Sometimes you can just tell with people. Anyways, he came out as gay or whatever to his friends, and they were all like, oh yeah, we'll stand with you anyway. Here's what I don't understand. Why would he use being gay against it? Like Vecna, I mean, he meaning Vecna, right? Like, he never really did anything with that anyway, so I don't understand. And the coming out scene, don't even get me started on the fact that it was longer than the freaking finale, quote unquote finale. But the fact that he thought that, like, that was gonna make a difference, you know? I think I'm gonna touch this letter up a little bit. I just don't understand how he was gonna use that regardless. You know? Oh, that gold does not come out very well on here. No, it does not. Like, the whole scene seemed really forced. Like, with Robin, I appreciated the fact that it was just, I'm gay and it's done. But it was so dragged out this whole season. Like, it was like a whole thing on itself. Let me get something straight. I do not care if he's gay. I do not care about it. Like, genuinely, I just don't care. Which is why it irritated me that they made this such an important part of the story. Because I'm telling you, it did not matter. Like, I don't think Vecna cared like that. He kept saying, oh, he came into my dreams and he was going to use it against me. He showed me all of you leaving me. Man, they're not going to leave you because you're gay. I mean, yeah, sure, it's the 80s there, different time. But y'all been through too much for that to separate you. I guess if he's gay, he's gonna have that fear or whatever, but whatever. Just, whatever, man. It still irritated me. Let me see. Oh, that's melting nicely. Very nicely. I don't think that scene was necessary at all. And this is the only time you see Jonathan even interact with his brother. There was a lot of characters I didn't see really interact like I thought they needed to. Like, I don't know. That was kind of disappointing. The whole Elle and Mike thing, too, speaking of relationships, was weird. Like right before they separated for a huge mission that they could possibly die on, they didn't, like, really do anything except hug. And I'm not saying they had to, like, make out or nothing, but, like, you know, a little something. Like, you're a couple, aren't you? I thought y'all cared about each other, but not to go against what I said earlier about we don't have time for emotional moments, but it's like, that would have been quick at least. Not a whole speech. And a whole speech? Holy frick. I know a lot of people complained about this, but speaking of speeches, I did kind of like the speech Max gave to Holly. However, I hated the fact that they went through all of his memories. They traversed that entire area just for Max to say, well, thanks, there's my opening, I gotta go. And she just leaves Holly high and dry, essentially. Or she was going to, right? Before she told Holly what she did, and then Holly's gate or exit opened or whatever. But, like, I didn't like the fact that Max basically planned on abandoning her. Or maybe she didn't. It just happened that way. I don't know. I didn't appreciate it. And the fact that they weren't running, they had no sense of urgency, especially Max. You would think when they opened that door into that whole hellscape, that was where she found the exit last time, she would be booking it across. But no, they just started walking, just strolling through the park like it was nothing. I was like, Max, you've done this before? Why are we walking? I was so irritated. It felt like they did it on purpose just to irritate me. Just to irritate everybody, because what the frick do you mean you're not running right now? Okay, here's time for the pour. Okay. Oh, the black kind of overpowered it. Gosh, darn it. I should have added more. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can work with it. We can work with it. Now slowly put it on. There we go. Remember, don't shove it down. When you do this, you cannot push down on it or you'll ruin the seal. Just let it set and then let it dry. And as for the excess, you know, I like to decorate. I don't like wasting wax. A little bit here. A little bit there. Okay, that's nice. I'll put even smaller dot right next to it. Tiny dot. And tiny dot. Oh, that is not a, gosh darn it. Well, that tends to happen. My apologies, headphone users. I did not mean to. Yeah, anyways, did not mean to destroy your ears just then. I was trying to blow out the candle. But again, Max. She should have been, Max is one of my favorite characters. Her and Steve. Her and Steve are my favorite characters. Why didn't she run to get out? I thought that was really dumb on her part. Excuse me. I mean, I get it. Like, you wanted to let the moment kind of, what's the word? Drag out, I guess? I don't know. I don't understand why they weren't running to escape. I would be sprinting out of that godforsaken place. I don't know. She commented if you have an idea of why they were just strolling through like it was just another day or whatever. And then she did the whole speech, which it was kind of long, kind of wordy, but I liked it. I liked that speech. Maybe I'm just biased because I like Max. Holly, I didn't mind. A lot of people hated it, but I did not mind the focus on her character. I didn't. Now, I will say I didn't like that it took away from the rest of the main characters that we started with. Like, I would think that they would give us more moments with all the main people, because Holly was just kind of a background character for the most part until this season. Not to say I don't hate her as a character or anything, it's just I don't know why they were so focused on her. I did think the scene where she found Max was really cool. Like, Max just chilling, running around. I saw another video where it was like how Max is running when she's trying to take the furniture from Vecna's house. Because, like, for real, how did she get all that stuff in the cave? But I digress. There was a lot of extra stuff, I think, too. Like, it just felt weird. It felt rushed and weird. I was disappointed in how much they focused on the wrong things throughout the series. Like, not series, but the season. Because what do you mean, like, what do you mean have to care about Max and Jonathan's relationship when we all know it's gonna crash and burn anyway? What do you mean we gotta focus on the fact that, oh no, Will's big secret is he's gay? We all knew this. We all knew he was gay. Like, from, what, the 3rd or 4th season? We already knew he was gay. I mean, I kind of had a feeling in season 1, but maybe not. It's kind of weird because he was, like, still a kid, so I don't know, you don't really know. But it was weird. And, like, I didn't like the fact that the finale was so short. I enjoyed the fight. I'm not saying I didn't like the fight. Like that moment when Joyce was chopping his head off and you see all the stuff he was doing to them. I like that. I like that it shows us, like, finally he's dying. He's getting decapitated. Finally, all their struggles, finally it's pretty much over. Right? Finally, he's dead. Dead. And everyone watching as, you know, Joyce gets the revenge for all of them. That's good. I'm not saying she did all the work. Obviously not. Of course not. She was there, though, and chopped off his head. And that was nice. I thought it was kind of cool how they had Nancy looking. She was going to go save her sister looking like Rambo or whatever. I did not understand how they managed to get up the hill so fast when she said, I'll lead it over there, you guys run. Like, maybe there was a time jump that we didn't know about. I don't know. Alright, I think the seal is done, so let's slowly just pop it off. Oh, it's stuck. Okay, well, let me just hold this down. Okay, it does not want to come off. Alright, let's pull it off nicely. Hey, look at it. Nicey. No wax got stuck on here. That's a good sign. I could add some more highlights to the honeycomb because it needs it. But that's cute. That is really cute. Okay, the gold does not want to show up very well, so let me try, maybe. Okay, so you see it now. Coloring over the honeycomb to kind of give it a shiny look. I don't want to color inside because that would take away from the depth a little bit, I think. I'm no artist, that's what I think. Kind of get the edges there. Let me see. Well, I like how it looks kind of like a rustic bee look. I was hoping for it to come out more gold, but I like it. It's cute. I'm not disappointed. Let me put the cap on. I'm not done, obviously. I plan on getting some tape. I write the names on it after. I have another one, names plural, because I have another one I want to do. But anyways, I wasn't sure how to feel when the season ended because they killed off Elle, but not really. And I'm glad because I don't know, everyone's mad. Some people are mad that none of the characters died, but I'm glad. I don't want my favorite characters to die. I don't want anyone to die except like the main bad guy. Yes, I'm one of those. I hope for happy, good endings usually. Now, not to say a loss doesn't take away from it, but you know, it could be. I don't want to lose people I like. I'm thinking this tape. Yeah, that has a good vibe. Good match. This is gonna be a long video. I'm gonna have to cut it again because of my iPhone storage. So if you hear weird cuts, it's because I had to like splice it up and edit it because this freaking my phone, I guess, doesn't want to take the whole video for me. Does this even match? It does. It does. I guess I could do a little bit on the front. I will say another thing I did like about it. I did enjoy the very, very ending when you see Holly and her friends after you know, after the main characters leave the basement, you see Holly and her friends go down there to start playing Dungeons and Dragons, like the torch has been carried over kind of thing, and I like it. I don't know, that was a nice ending to me. I enjoyed that. I thought that was really sweet and cool that Holly and her friends were going to continue that. This tape keeps it going to crash out. But, oh yeah, back to the Elle thing. I got kind of off track there. I didn't like that they just she kind of killed herself. I don't think she had to do that. I mean, I sure fake her death. Like, I kind of like the idea that she would fake her own death to, like, get the military off her tail. But why didn't she come back? Like, a lot of people are saying, no, she's dead. They just wanted to give it, like, a interpretive ending. No. I don't think they would put that, little theory in if that didn't happen. I don't know. That's just my thought on it, though. It was really sad to watch Hopper lose the other person he saw as his kid. Because I think Hopper's another, like, maybe third favorite character. But maybe that's just because he reminds me of, like, I don't know what he reminds me of. But he's a good character as well. Why do I keep cutting this crooked? Stop doing that. Sorry you have to be up against the thing. I do not have a stand right now, and it's kind of hard to tape with one hand. I don't know how. I mean, you guys, or you in the comments, it's probably just going to be a you if anyone watches this, want to, like, talk about the season as well, just let me know. Just tell me what you guys think in the comments as well. Okay, there's part of it. It's not perfect. It's not going to be, but, you know, I'm not done. I'm going to do the rest of the borders like that. Well, maybe if the tape would cooperate. Bars. I'm not trying to hate on it too much, because I really did enjoy Stranger Things. I loved, like, a lot of it. Like, the whole thing was freaking great. Great series. All in all, great storytelling. I just think they really dropped the ball on the last season. It's like they kind of gave up. They didn't know what else they wanted to do, and they gave up. And also, where was the real fight? Like, what happened to all the demo dogs and the freaking other world? The wormhole thing, that was a cool thing. Like, the upside down being a wormhole, I will say that was cool. That was really neat. But then there was no, like, evil dogs or bats or anything. Now, you could say they're only exclusive to the upside down, but I don't think so, because, like, Vecna's there. You would think he'd bring some extra bodyguards or something. Like, he can't be that dumb, right? Right? He can't be that stupid, right? No. It's like they decided to go on break or whatever, and like, you know, it's fine. Maybe the Duffer Brothers just thought that it'd be too much for the protagonist. I don't know. I would have liked to see them at least. I'd like to have seen them and how they would respond to that kind of situation. Because what that tells me is they had no faith in their own characters. How disappointing, right? So. And then something I've heard a lot of people complain about as well is, what was it? People were complaining about how they had to use a bunch of objects to, like, dumb down plans for people. And I understand, it's like you're calling the audience dumb, like, oh, they're too stupid to get the plan, so let's use basic home objects and kind of break it down. But I think it's good if, like, say a younger person is watching it, like a little kid, not like little, but like a kid that might have trouble following it. Like, if a kid's watching it with their parents, at least they can follow along with the plan if you know, they see the objects. And maybe that's why they did it. Maybe not. Maybe they just thought, oh, people are retarded, so we gotta dumb down the plan. Oh, sorry, stupid people. Maybe not. I don't know. I just know that I didn't hate that much. I just didn't like the fact that they kind of, I think overall I just didn't like how rushed it seemed. Alright, here's the outside. Look at that, it's so nice. And then here, should I add sparklies to it? I don't know, it might get everywhere. Ah, frick it. Why not? It's just gonna get everywhere. It's glitter. Okay, what can I use to grab it out? Okay, now it's a little shiny. Look at that. Oh gosh, the focus. Focus phone, it's okay. It's okay to focus on the right things sometimes. Yeah. It's kind of hard to see on the phone camera, but it is shiny. Let me close that up before it gets everywhere. Okay. Yeah. So I guess that's my woe with Stranger Things. I think I'll separate these two episodes because this one's kind of dragging out a little longer than I expected it to. I don't know. I'm no movie critic though. I liked Stranger Things and I thought, why not talk about it while I'm sealing wax seals? It's a nice, relaxing thing to do, you know? And I appreciate anyone who decided to join me. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Honestly, I'll probably just upload today again since I have one more letter I need to seal. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Just kidding, I'm not Markiplier. So, yeah, have a nice day.